stage. Harry Arora is the state representative in the Connecticut Assembly. He has now served for 2 terms in the legislature. Prior to public service, Harry spent 20 years in investment management, running his own hedge fund in Greenwich. Harry and his wife Nisha have been a strong supporter of EKAL for several years, even before he was in the public office. Harry was born and raised in India, and in the words, he has been fresh and the critical need for schools, especially in rural India. EKAL fulfills that important mission. He is now running to be the next state treasurer of Connecticut. The treasurer ranks among the top elected officials in the state after the governor. So it is my pleasure to see a fellow Indian-born American run for the leadership role in Connecticut. He will be a strong voice for our community and the first Indian-born person to serve in a statewide leadership position in the entire country, and the first and only Indian American in Connecticut to reach this position if elected. Harry, we are appreciative of your support and advocacy of EKAL. For EKAL to be successful, we need to spread the word, and you help us do that. I would like to invite Harry to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that very generous introduction. I really am very humbled and have a heart warmed by this gathering. It is so delightful to be with you, to celebrate EKAL, to celebrate what you all have achieved, and to celebrate our culture. That is an important thing which we have to pass on to our children, and you embody it the best. Now I'm going to read some of the numbers which I read about EKAL. I'm sorry for reading this year. 74,713 schools. I know all of you know. 1.99 million students. Yeah, we need to applaud. These are affordable numbers. Yeah. 23,000 EKAL on wheels, school on wheels. And 155,000 organic farms which have been supported. Now these are only some of the numbers. These are only some of the numbers. I also want to congratulate each one of you for what you've done with Seva Diwali and that tradition. Last year, the numbers were 20,000 pounds of food donated to people who need in our communities. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now this exemplifies the idea of service which our culture represents, and you are living it. You are being an example to the wider community of how the Indian culture and Indian traditions work. Thank you. Now, I always get invited as the only Indian state representative right now in the legislature in Connecticut. I get invited to a number of events for Indian Americans, and I am always so proud. I'm always so proud. I see everyone, the amount, the degree of accomplishment which stays in our community is just unbelievable and so strong. We have folks who have accomplished in medicine. We have folks who have accomplished in technology, in finance, in business. When I talk about business, what is a quick question? Google, Microsoft, IBM, and Adobe. What do they have in common? That's right. An Indian American runs those companies and then top leadership positions. And these are people who actually grew up in India, came here, worked hard, and proved themselves, and now have taken on leadership positions and proven that they can build exciting, large companies offering goods and services to the people in the world. So we have a lot to be proud about, and I congratulate all of you also to be in that follow that example by showing that not only it's in business or it's in medicine, it's also in service to our community, which is a very important thing. Thank you. And when it comes to service, it is our tradition, it's our culture, it's what we teach our children. It is what really motivated me to leave my business career and say, well, I'm going to go to public service. And there was a little bit, the first time I came, did a small speech, they're like, what's happening? Are you okay? Why are you going to go to politics? Well, it's about public service in which one can make a difference, and that's where I've spent the last few years serving as your representative as an Indian American. Although I represent District 151, but in some ways, in a part of my heart, I represent every Indian American in this state in the legislature.
Thank you.
I've been a very strong voice for Indian Americans, and now as I run for state treasurer, I will continue to be, on a statewide basis, be a strong voice for us. Now I have one challenge I ask you, and I know this community takes on challenges very well. I've been told, and I've looked at the numbers, that our community does not show up in midterm elections. We don't vote. We just don't vote. Why? I don't know, because we are busy doing our work. That's right, and that's important. Well, this is my challenge. Our numbers are 25%. 25%, so 1 in 4 will go vote in a midterm election. We do come out in presidential election. My challenge is, let's make that 90% this time. So please come out. And I'll be reminding you by text, by every single way possible, please come out and vote, please support us, and please help elect the first Indian American to statewide office. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harry.
Thank you. I feel we have a very good hope here because I think Starbucks CEO is also going to be Indian. Everybody's going to be high energy and go vote. So now we will start, and I would like to invite Ira Godbole, Nikhil Popli, Arohi Dani, Manya Puri, and Maharshi Khurana to welcome our artists. Our female singer-artist, Shivani Shah, is a trained classical singer. She accomplished her Upadhyaya Visharad in 2018 and has performed in more than 250 shows as a professional singer. She recently released her album, Hadasai Ishq, a lockdown love story. Shivani.
Now I'm going to introduce another artist, Bishak Jyoti. He's a singer, performer, a Saregamapa National Award winner. Bishak Jyoti is one of the youngest National Award-winning music director, Indian singer, film score composer, and live performer. He was the runner-up of the singing reality show ZTV Saregamapa Singer Superstar. Bishak debuted as a film composer with the Bollywood movie Bablu Happy Hai. After that, he composed songs for the movies Kaun Kitne Pani Mein, Lucknow Times, and many more. Bishak has won National Award for Kranti Darshi Guruji. He has a huge fan following on his social media platforms.
Bishak Jyoti ji. वो कॉफी पीने चले गए.
That's fine. You can introduce other artists.
And our musicians here are from Live Tune in Band. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause. To start with